Welcome back to Overtime. Another win for the up-and-coming defense tech sector today as Anduril announced it is now the third supplier of solid rocket motors for the United States, joining L3Harris and Northrop Grumman. Anduril opening a full-rate manufacturing facility in Mississippi, aiming to produce 6,000 tactical motors by the end of 2026, per year by the end of 2026. Joining us now for an exclusive interview is Trae Stephens, Anduril co-founder and executive chairman and a partner at Founders Fund. Trae, it's great to have you back on the show. Welcome.
Hey, Morgan. Hey, John. How are you guys?
So let's talk about this. Solid rocket motors, because this has been one of those challenges when you talk about supply chain issues within aerospace and defense and the need to stockpile or replenish weapons. This has been the area that has been holding a lot of that up. So what does Anduril's foray into this marketplace now enable?
No, that's exactly right. You know, if you're looking to build new missiles or supply new missiles to restock the inventory that we're burning through quite rapidly, you know, you need to be able to acquire the engines to do that. And when Anduril went out and started trying to find places where we could source those motors, we were shocked that there was a multi-year lead time. And so starting about 18 months ago, we launched into this project to build our own manufacturing facility in McHenry, Mississippi. And that over that 18-month period, we've gotten to this point where we're launching the factory. And as you said, we'll be at full-scale production, putting out about 6,000 motors by the end of 2026 per year. So incredibly important part of the supply chain, especially as you see in these foreign wars where we are supplying our partners and allies. We're running through that inventory very quickly.
Yeah, 18 months is fast, just to put it in perspective. When I speak to other companies in this industry, do you already have customers in place? Are you already basically building to fulfill orders?
Absolutely, yeah. We have partnerships with our European partners as well as with the Navy and the Army to supply rocket motors to both existing platforms and new platforms that are Anduril developed internally. So we're well underway. We've been producing at a smaller scale for research and development purposes, and this will enable us to really scale into that production, which is really the name of the game. You shouldn't have to wait until a war happens to ramp up production. We want to have that in place so that we can ensure that our deterrent capabilities exist and exist in the quantities that are needed to protect ourselves and our allies.
How does this speak to the broader growth of the Anduril portfolio, especially when Palmer Luckey was on with me earlier in the summer and basically confirmed that an IPO will be in the cards?
Yeah, wow, yeah. The tease continues. No immediate plans to IPO, despite all the really positive news from our friends over at Palantir. But yeah, we've been ramping incredibly quickly, both on our solid rocket motor platforms as well as all the other business units that exist inside of the company. Everything from counter-intrusion, counter-air systems, all the way out to CCA, the collaborative combat aircraft that we're working on with the United States Air Force, which is essentially an autonomous fighter plane. We have this effort that you're aware of, Morgan, in Ohio, a 5 million square foot manufacturing facility that we call Arsenal One. And this SRM facility is another leg on that stool of building up that supply chain and production capacity that our customer needs to be able to supply to the demands of the warfighter.